Well, initially there were representatives from every STEM department that formed a working group to develop the course and decide what the content was. Our input was more to do with, yes, content, but a lot to do with the delivery of the material. And that was the starting point for each of the members of the working group. I do think maybe confidence increased as a result of seeing it. The real benefits are that the whole school, there's a kind of collegiate approach to numeracy now, which is something that wasn't there before. And from a maths point of view, that's a really positive aspect of it.
So that we will have a 3-year course which will allow the youngsters to transfer their skills from maths and recognise that the skills that they're learning in maths are the ones that they have to use in science, which up till that point they didn't recognise it. When we were giving them the maths in context, they struggled to cope with recognising that it was exactly the same skill. And the STEM Numeracy course has been designed to combat that and help our youngsters to improve in their national courses in future. The impact that I'm seeing so far is really quite significant. In terms of their numeracy skills, there is a much greater confidence in our youngsters when they are challenged with particular problem-solving questions. The graph work that I'm seeing in a lot of my second-year youngsters across my entire faculty has been quite significantly different. I have youngsters who traditionally would have struggled with, for example, drawing a line graph, who, when we mark it using our STEM numeracy criteria, actually perform better in their line graph drawing.
Well, we deliver it mostly in maths classes or rooms, in classes of 30, which takes us as science teachers out our comfort zone of classes of 20. Makes it a bit more difficult, but it gives us an insight maybe into what maths teachers have to deal with in their classes. So we deliver the course through specially designed booklets that are excellent resources for the course. They really are, cover everything that we need to do in it. With plenty of practice, tutorial booklets to repeat stuff for those who need to repeat it. And we deliver that through the steps to success that contained in these booklets. I think, well, from a physics teacher's point of view, we used to notice that we had to spend time away from the course teaching things like graphs, sometimes manipulating equations, as we call it, no formula in maths. And it took away from our teaching of the physics course. So we saw there was a need for that. In terms of my physics class, we can get through the course a lot quicker because we don't have to cover things like graphs, manipulating equations to the same extent we used to.
The Steps for Success covers all the subjects, so maybe in physics you have to do an estimated graph when it comes to different graph types, and then when you maybe go to technical you have to actually join the dots up in the graphs. So the Steps to Success covers everything that the pupils need to know for the different STEM subjects, whilst also linking back into maths. So for instance, one of the pieces I had to deliver was batch graphs. So I was working with a member of the science team, so we try and team it up so that we've got different specialists so that you get a different outlook. So technical and science, we can come together and say, well, when we're doing graphs, we do it slightly different. When you're doing graphs, you do it slightly different. Now the specialist questions, we didn't want to make them too easy so that the kids didn't feel challenged. We wanted to make them challenging enough so that the pupils had to actually think about it and push themselves out their comfort zone, because there's this level of, I just can't do maths, numeracy isn't for me. Whereas if you actually push them and support them, we have seen that the work has helped pupils.